guys, I'm Ace Empress. Welcome to second half of 2025 and we are going to use all these decks. These are amazing decks. First we'll use the Astrology deck, so we have a clarity about planets and their positions and what's happening in the sky. Then we'll use tarot cards and then spirit messages, universe cards, and then self-care messages, like what kind of self-care you need to focus on or you need to practice in order to get through this time. Okay, so you have three options. The first one is surprise, second one is passion, and third one is abundance. Okay, you don't necessarily have to choose because of the picture or the words. You can just choose whatever card calls out to you the most. Every pile has all these pre shuffled and pre pulled cards, and they are the same number. Okay, so we are going to see everything in detail. Focus on your pile. Timestamps will be in comment section. The comment will be pinned. Okay, so you can pause and choose. You can also DM me on Instagram to book a personal session, whether it is tarot or astrology. Just DM me and the link will be in description box to my account. I will start with pile number 1, that is surprise. Okay, hi pile number 1, if you chose the surprise card, then this is your reading and welcome. As always, if you want to book a personal reading with me, DM me on Instagram. Link to my Instagram account is down below in description box. Okay, you have some beautiful cards and I want to discuss them. And there is one similarity here that I'll show you. Like, we have Saturn and then we have Capricorn. Saturn rules Capricorn. Okay, and it is the sole ruler of Capricorn. No other planet rules it. Okay, and I feel like we have Venus, and Saturn and Venus are friends, so this is good. Number 24, 21 and 10 could be important for you. You could be a Capricorn, or somebody around you is Capricorn, or your father could be Capricorn. Okay, I want to read something from the book about Saturn, so which is really like useful, so I thought I'll read it from the book to enlighten you. It says, Saturn asks you to step into the next level of maturity and personal authority. Think of Saturn as a martial arts master who pushes you to grow through workouts, discipline, and tests that allow you to prove what you know, both to yourself and others. Look for a mentor or choose to mentor another. Honor the teacher, but don't give your power away. Listen to experts, mix their wisdom with your experience, and make your wise decisions. Look pragmatically to the skeleton and teeth, either of your own body or in metaphorical structure of your project. I feel like this with the Capricorn card is really highlighting that you should look to the details. I don't think this rest of the second half of 2025 is going to be where you just go through another year. No, I think it is going to be a time where you have to go into the detail, where you cannot ignore the hard work. Like for example, you are given a project or you are given like a presentation, you have to make it. You will have to get into the nitty-gritties of it. You will have to research, go into the detail. So without doing that, I feel like your life will feel kind of incomplete. And initially, if like let's say you get a new boss and he gives you a new set of responsibilities and you are like, this is not my field of expertise, I cannot do it, can I even do it? But I feel like it's time to just do it, because when you do it, then Saturn will reward you. Okay, is what I feel. Capricorn people are very hardworking, and this can also mean that you could work out a lot, like you could focus on your body and also your mental strength, mental capacity to handle things, to handle tasks with the strength. You can also look at like where you have Capricorn sign or Saturn or Venus in your chart, or if you have Saturn Venus conjunction, you can look at those positions. Or if you don't know how to look at the chart, then you can contact me, that's fine. It says achieve. I feel like there is a lot like you will achieve. We'll also see your tarot cards and oracle cards, but through this you will achieve stuff that you have never achieved because you did the work. By the end of this year you will be like, I didn't have that confidence, but I did it. Okay. And I feel like that is the surprise. Like, you don't know how much potential you actually have, or how much like your skills matter to the world. I also feel like with this card, like this could be a message about someone who is becoming an adult. So if you're like 18 and above and you're just becoming that, this can be your time where you, or you're becoming 30, let's say. This can be your time where you now understand like how you should take care of yourself. You have to take care of, self care, take care of your money, take care of your body, take care of your family, focus on your love life, and all of these like new bills are coming in, new responsibilities are coming in, and all these documents you're handling for the first time, perhaps. So that responsibility will come to you. With this Venus card, I also feel like love might be coming in your life, or a new connection, or if you're already committed to someone, then your love will become deeper, it will grow, and that's a good thing. We also see this honeybee here, and it's like a sting bee, right? Honeybee or sting bee, I think. And I feel like you're going to finally experience the sweet nectar of love. I also feel like some of you might be virgins, and for the first time, you might experience love and intimacy that closely. Besides surprise, we have self worth and we have pamper. So, while you're doing all of this, while you're handling all these responsibilities, and Saturn is putting that pressure on you, don't forget to pamper yourself. Don't forget to love yourself. Despite all of this, life is beautiful. Now, let's take a look at your tarot cards and remaining oracle cards. So, your tarot cards, I have pulled them out. I have laid them out. I feel like you're working hard, 2025, rest of it, second half of it. It says follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do. Being compensated for your creative talents. I think whatever you have, like your skills, your talents, it will shine. That song was coming to my mind when I was arranging these cards. It was like shine bright like a diamond, Yeah, it's a Rihanna song, and I saw a lot of sparkly things. So you will shine, is what I see. Then we have Eight of Spring. Stress that comes from having many things happening at once. Successful multitasking, sudden events or changes. So again, stuff is shining there. Okay, so you are going to shine in front of people's eyes. This card I was strongly looking at because there's an instrument here. So some of you could be musicians. You can play instruments, and you might excel at that, because again that is shining and he's like a fairy, right? So no matter what you do, you're going to excel at that. So career seems to be on the right track. Your intuition is also getting better. Your finances with 10 of autumn, they are also getting better. Your intuition can also bring mood swings, though, like I don't feel like working, I don't feel like going anywhere, but you have to motivate yourself to really align your life with what seems right. Okay, it also says take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or other loved ones, making wise investments and planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. That's why I said you might become an adult, and you're becoming an adult and taking responsibility of others finally. For some of you, like taking care of your parents is a concern, so you will finally be able to take the responsibility. And it says be proud. This is a spirit message card. It says it's time to celebrate all that you have achieved. We have achieved word again. All that you are and all that you will become. Every once in a while, it's important to stop and acknowledge what you have achieved and to be proud. Okay, so don't forget that. Like the first card said, right? You need to pamper yourself. You need to have that sense of self-care, okay? For some of you, this can also be a time to connect to the source, to focus on your spirituality, or go back to your roots. Okay, your crown chakra might need some healing with this card and with this color, or you're like I said, you're finally taking care of your family, so you need to connect with them. Not only like, oh, I'm taking care of you, that must be enough. No, you have to, if you have that connection with them, you have to practice love. So here we have the love card. It says love is the foundation of your experience. Again, I see musical notes in this card. So you might be a musician or you love music. I think I said experience instead of existence. And you are just worthy of receiving as you are of giving love and compassion. While love can be a beautiful emotion, it is equally a form of energy that propels you through life. Okay, some of you need to wear more orange. Some of you need to heal your sacral chakra, your root chakra, the lower chakras. Okay, it says here, I surrender to a power greater than me. When I lean on the faith of universe, peace is real. Instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good of all. I think you are, maybe you're into farming, or you are trying to build something in your life. Maybe you want to build a home, and that is going to be possible in the next 6 months. Like, no matter what cards I see, I know that step by step you are going towards your goal, and that is good. And some of you are also finding love. Okay, because look at these two owls, and your intuition is guiding you correctly. So when I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. So when you trust the universe, when you trust the timing, when you go with the flow, and you don't over analyze things, you don't overthink things, okay, that's when the real magic happens. That's when manifestation comes true. I also feel like some of you work with bugs or insects or trees, and that is your field of expertise, scientific things. um, and you're going to see success in that field. You're going to be, one step ahead of others that work with you, okay, and you're going to surprise people. So that's all I have for you. Please like, share, subscribe and comment, and good luck, and wait for my next video. Pile 2, if you chose the passion card, this is your reading. Welcome. These are just few cards. Afterwards we'll pull another cards, tarot cards and oracle cards. First we're taking a look at your astrology cards. So you have an interesting reading here, because I feel like you are going through this complete 180-degree transformation, and it has something to do with the current transit, जो गोचर हम बोलते हैं. Okay, so you have Rahu and you have Ketu, and then you also have Chiron. So Chiron is in Western astrology, but it also has snake. Okay, and Rahu is snake. Rahu is this. They both are they are an axis. Okay, so You might want to check where Rahu and Ketu are, North Node and South Node in your chart, and you might want to see what the signs what sign they are in and where their dispositor is. With the Chiron, I feel like you're going through some kind of deep healing, deep transformation. You are healing something inside of you, and it doesn't have to be body, health, it can be anything. But we do have a body card here, so some of you, your body is going through some sort of change, or you need to practice more body positivity. You need to embrace yourself the way you are. Okay, I have to read. Your body deserves love, okay? That's what it says. So if I talk about the current transit that is happening and that is going to happen, Rahu is going in Aquarius and Leo, Ketu is going in Leo. Okay, so you might want to analyze that. In general, the Rahu Ketu axis shows Ketu is our past and Rahu is our future, or what we should strive to do for, in our life. Ketu is past life talents, past life skills, and our past life, how it was, all of that. But Ketu is also about letting go, okay? Rahu is, he runs after something. Rahu is that passion, that hunger to create something, okay? So you might have that passion to create something, okay? Maybe you want to shine in a certain area of expertise. Don't dim your light. The world needs your unique talents and gifts. Shine brightly. See, I was talking about past life talents. So maybe you want to, you have some past life talents and you want to use those in this lifetime and make money out of it, okay? I want to read this space card. The quality of your life has more to do with what you remove from your life than what you add to it. Give space, give yourself the gift of space. So this could also mean that Rahu is also cat, by the way. There's a cat. This could also mean that in order to move ahead, you will have to let go of something. Okay? You cannot move ahead by using the same talents and by being the same old you. Okay, there has to be a new version of you. Now let's take a look at other cards. So these are your other cards. First I want to read this one. This is the spirit message deck. It says soul power. Always remember you are a soul that comes with a body and not a body that comes with a soul. Your soul is true essence and you have unlimited supply of soul power at your command whenever you need it, okay? This card looked very powerful to me and I feel like it talks about transformation. And trust your soul is what I feel, because sometimes we think that I don't have any talents, but there are so many past life talents that we can tap into anytime. We also have the interesting lovers card. True love is long lasting. Choices made from the heart, a return to good health. Like I said, you could be, focusing on your health. With the justice card, you could be winning a legal case. Okay, maybe it is the custody of your children, because I see 2 children there. Okay, in any case you have, any legal matter you have, or financial case that you have, it is going to solve itself. With the 4 of winter and the strength card, I feel like there's a constant cycle that you go through where you feel like I'm not doing anything, and then you're absolutely doing everything. Like, there's like a cycle where you keep repeating this pattern and you feel like, when is this cycle going to stop? There has to be a time where I can rest, a time where I can work, but there has to be a balance. But what happens is there's a imbalance, equilibrium ka, where there's a long period of not doing anything, or you feel like I'm not achieving everything. and then suddenly you're doing a lot. Okay, with the Ace of Summer and the Lovers, I feel like love is definitely coming to your life. I want to read that card. Open your heart to love, the beginning of new intimate relationship, or rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. This could also mean childbirth. Okay, some of you can conceive at this time in this like second half of 2025. Some of you could find a suitable partner, or if your existing relationship has issues, that will get solved. While looking at this card, I feel like some of you could be from the LGBTQ community, and maybe you're finding a hard time embracing yourself because we had the body card. So embrace who you are, right? What is actually happening is that you're changing your energy. Yes, it's just that the energy shift has to happen, whether it is embracing yourself, whether it is achieving your financial goals, whether it is getting into a new relationship. It's just like, like an energy shift, like that will happen. If you might need grounding, stand your ground. Some of you might need to stand your ground, like, you have to tell people, this is who I am, this is where I want to go, and this is who I like strive to be. Now is the moment when you need to stand your ground. You can do it, and you know that by doing so, you will be the victor. Okay, I feel like you have a lot to offer to the world. The universe has your back. You just have to give yourself a little bit push. I feel like your sixth house also you need to work on that. You need to work on your daily routine, like how you achieve tasks. Maybe you should try journaling. Okay, what I'm going to achieve, when I'm going to achieve, how much of my percentage can I give today, all these things. Some routine change might also come, some channeling of your past life can happen. So pay attention to your intuition, because we read that here, right? And then we have the Nine of Autumn, which says reward yourself for all your hard work, being happily and successfully self employed, cherishing your time. Okay, I feel like after all this, when you do all of this, like I told you, change your routine, push yourself harder. When you do all of that, at the end of it, it's the reward. She has fruits, she has abundance, she's playing this instrument, she looks very happy and she looks very content. Okay, with what she has and who she is. This is what is happening. I feel the transformation is you becoming yourself completely. Like this moon completely coming into existence in the dark sky. People might not even expect that. So I hope you liked your reading. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and wait for my next video. Hi, pile number 3. If you chose the abundance card with a dollar sign, this is your reading. Welcome. Um, just looking at your spread, I feel like it's really beautiful. It's really pink. It's bright colors. I like it. Let's start. You have some signs in your spread, Virgo and Libra. So you could be one of these signs, or you are surrounded by people who have these signs important in their chart. With Libra, we have balance, and I feel like you want a lot of things. Okay, that's what I see. You want love, you want money, you want to be number one, you want everything. You might be young. I feel like you're young, in your 20s perhaps, because you're full of dreams and you think that the future is full of possibilities. Okay, I feel like you don't need me to motivate you. Okay, so this says, thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. See, you don't need motivation from me. You're already motivated, you're already positive. I choose love no matter what. If you are not like this, maybe you couldn't take inspiration from me or what I'm saying. If you can see your chart, you can see where Libra and Virgo is in your birth chart. But with the solar flares, I feel like a lot of things are being activated in your life. And we have solar flare and hashtag one. So let's see. What if the only resolution you made was to love yourself more? This can be about self love. Focus your attention on what could go right. When you learn to imagine the best case scenario, you get to enjoy and experience twice. It really matches with this goddess. She's Kuan Yin. All your cards are matching with this goddess colors. You know, you can search more about Kuan Yin for yourself. So, with all of this, you just need one advice which I will give you, and it will change your life, at least for the second half of 2025. You need to balance all of this. You are motivated, you are inspired, you have the ability to achieve your dreams, but you need to balance certain things. You need to be sure that while you're trying to achieve something, you're not ignoring your health. Okay, for example, when you're focusing on your work, you're not ignoring your loved ones, your friends. While you're focusing on your love life, you're not ignoring your family, you know, something like that. I want to read this one. Love people, love them with all your heart. Just be sure to love yourself first. See, I don't even know like क्या लिखा था इसमें, but when you're trying to do something, don't do too much of it. There should be a balance. With Virgo card, I feel like the best advice is if you're trying to build something, then make sure that it is solid. Okay, like you're trying to build a house, make sure the base is solid. You're trying to work towards your career, make sure your basics are right. You're trying to present a presentation to your office, make sure everything is right. Proofread all the time. Okay, so I pulled your tarot cards and your spirit message card. Look at this. Balance, balance, same card. This is surprising. We also have the Two of Autumn, which is about balance. Bring fun into everything you do. Juggling multiple priorities or jobs, an exceptional talent for multitasking. While you do that, take care of your health. While you do something, don't ignore the other thing. Okay, I feel like a lot of talents will be unlocked in the second half. And sorry, it was not. Sorry, my cell phone. Okay, it was ringing. So I love this card, Queen of Spring. Believe in yourself. Wonderful people want to help you. Maintain a balance between work and home life. See, again, this says about balance. I feel like you're going to achieve so much. You're going to do so much work that people around you will be like, what is he or she doing? Like, how do they achieve so much? And you're going to do it with such, like, what is she doing? What is she doing? I cannot see. I think she's just sitting. But she's looking so intently, like, the way we look into that. What is that? Microscope? Yeah, something like the way, the thing that we use in lab, okay? You're going to do things with such perfection. People are going to fall in love with your art and the way you work. A lot of abundance might be coming to you because we have the Empress. Time to take action, power of creativity, success that allows a life of luxury. You might create something, okay? You might create a baby. You might create something like a new invention. If you are into fashion, you might create new kind of fashion, new accessories, new product, revolutionary product. But yeah, balance is necessary. You might work with animals because we have this card here. It says all animals of all types are extraordinary creatures with miraculous gifts, like you are, you have gifts. You might connect with a spiritual animal that will help you in your spiritual journey. Oh my god, I did not see that egg. That egg is like creation, right? And look at the people that are supporting it. There was a message, right? People will support you. This one, wonderful people want to help you. See, if you have a vision, people will help you to achieve it. People come into your life for many different reasons. Some you learn from and then they move on, while others return often because you need to learn more from those individuals. Others remain beside you throughout your entire life. I think you're connecting with your soul family. I'm saying this with my intuition. You're connecting with your soul family. If your mother is alive, you might need to take her blessings. It will be very helpful in your journey. If your mother is not alive, then I think that she's blessing you from the heavens and she's sending you a message that I'm there for you, okay? This card seems interesting. You have what it takes if only you believe in yourself. Thinking that you're powerless when you're not. A lack of self confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. This card and this card, they are really opposites. Blue and red. And then Queen of Wands is someone who is very authoritative. She goes after what she wants. She is very bold, energetic. You're going to turn into that. You just need to, maybe you should try wearing tiger's eye bracelet or something, because that will help you to stay on the right path and focus on your passions. It will give you the strength and courage to achieve those dreams. See, it says here, focusing on worst case scenario, don't do that. When you feel dull, when you feel down, remember that it's resting period, unproductive period, and that's fine. Sometimes when I don't feel like doing anything, I just lay down, I just sleep, I just close my eyes, or I listen to instrumental music or something. And then when I wake up, I feel fresh, creativity comes in. You cannot force talent and you cannot force creativity. That's it. That's the only advice I have. So please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Wait for my next video.